Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, Meredith Mark ails in Amsterdam, assaults Ethan, explains CNC construction, then asks the big buck questions. Warmer Wade plows hard with his powerful tool and is frankly brilliant about his grapefruits. Building Bob fastens his feathery nest, sees Canadian scrappiness, tops his tartar, and serves Siri swine. From Shakira's well-being to Matt Murdock. Yes! It's time for Who Want Million? Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Distractible! This is the podcast where we're all friends and we sing and dance together as chums and pals and good people that have known each other a while and hang out regularly and talk and share their feelings.
That all sounded right, but somehow it felt wrong.
All right. Well,
But I'm with you. Do we dance? Have we ever danced in the same... I mean, we've been at weddings, I guess, and stuff, so I've probably danced near each other.
You're well, so well.
I did not dance. I did not dance in that.
why would you go to that point in the song? Like, why was that? You're well, so well.
'Cause that's the part where we all arm and leg kick.
You're dancing the whole time, and the entire experience is a dance.
But that's the part where we're all together and kicking
Oh,
it.
I see. All right. He's talking about the You're Welcome tour, the thing that only a fraction of you ever saw and no one will ever experience again. Because even if we were to put on another show, we wouldn't remember what we did.
Everyone who watches sees it every episode.
Nope. That's just AI art that you've hung on the wall behind you, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's not even actually hung on the wall. My whole background is AI. I'm in a padded room with white walls. More like off-white. It's like a gray cream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, great cream. Anyway, my name is Mark. This is Bob. That's Wade. We are here to bring you entertaining content week after week after week after week after week after week after week. And what thanks do we get?
Thanks, bud.
Oh, I meant from. But yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I got this as thanks.
Wow, that's incredible.
Look, you guys can see
Uh-huh.
me.
Careful, you're leaking your desktop.
Oh, well, no, it's just Shakira's Twitter. She had to cancel a show for the stomach flu a couple days ago, so I was checking it.
All right. Just making sure she's okay.
I'm making sure she's okay.
That's rational.
Apparently, she performed a show a day after, so I guess she's all right. We got this award. A bunch of people listen to our show, watch our show.
250 million streams, which is impressive.
I'm pretty sure these are all watchers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who wouldn't get an award for those listeners?
No, the listeners, I don't even know why they're still here after all the shit we give them. Thank you, listeners. But thank you, watchers, also. Anyway, what are you guys' lives up to?
Well, my life's not doing much without me. I don't know. No, you know what I did do? Did I talk about that I got more tools lately?
No, you didn't.
It's not Ryobi days, but I got some more Ryobi in my life. Did I talk about my tool? Yeah, I talked about my workbench thing.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
No, but I'm stocking it up. I got some other stuff. I got some bins to store my fasteners, which is what cool guys call screws. It's fasteners. I have fasteners. A variety of fasteners. Not just Phillips head ones either. Robertson fasteners. Robertson. They're Canadian and they are squares. You put a square into a square and it fastens.
Oh, so you didn't get the Robertson B, you got the Robertson A?
I also have Torx fasteners. I don't know what I'm going to, you know what I am? I do know what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to build cabinets. You guys excited to hear my adventures into building? Is any of this landing? The more I say, the more boring it sounds.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I was just talking about a CNC just before we started recording.
I know, but that's cool. I have a jigsaw.
No, that's cool. That's very
a jigsaw,
cool.
Like the tricycle and the little cheeks?
Sure. And a brad nailer. Little 18
Brad nails.
gauge.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's most of it. I don't actually have any of the materials yet. I'm not. It's just, feathering my nest, which is what all good woodworkers do before they start actually touching wood or building anything. That's pretty much it. It's gross outside. It's not a lot of snow like last time. It's just an annoying amount of snow where it's shitty and snowy and it's all already turning into mud. But also it's 12 degrees outside, so it's ice mud now. So fucking thanks, Punxsutawney dick.
Yeah.
That took me a second. I don't know. Winter's not even. Oh, wait. No, it's February. God, it's February already.
It's like the end of February.
This is usually the worst month in Ohio for weather. I was hoping we'd get away without one more snow, but of course it had to hit. And you know what? I also bought what I would consider a power tool that has a battery and a charger.
Whoa. Wow.
And it's an electric snow shovel.
What brand? What kind? What size? What width?
The Works Nitro 40 volt 12 inch.
Works is okay.
It was rated the best when I was looking.
I don't have strong opinions about Works. I've heard fine things. 40 volt outdoor tools are what's up though. Listen, it's all about the electric yard tools, unless you're like a, super serious.
There was what was the other brand?
Greenworks. Greenworks is good shit, man.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I was originally told, but I was looking at the reviews and the ratings on the Greenworks, and there were more complaints and issues with the Greenworks than there were with the Works. Maybe this one's Greenworks and they just colored it because it still works. It's supposed to works.
It's just regular Works.
But it hasn't showed up yet. It gets here in a couple of days.
Oh, thank God it's here in time for the snow to have been here.
Well, yeah. It was more so after this snow, I started bitching about it. People were like, they don't have. I was like, I don't really need a snow blower. I don't want to have to store gasoline and stuff for a snow blower I'm going to use once every 4 years. And people were like, there's an in between. And I was like, you hire someone with a snow blower? They're like, no, there's an electric shovel. And I was like, electric shovel. So I looked into it and I was like, you talked me into it, so I had to buy it.
All right. Well, you'll be prepared for next year, I suppose.
Oh, it's still February. There's still time for pain. And usually March or April gives us one more little spit.
You just hawk Tua and snow on that thing?
Yeah, but we don't rip it off afterward.
What are you ripping off?
The snow. You don't rip the snow off. You plow it.
What do you think Haktua does?
It was a crypto joke.
Oh!
The alleged rug pull, my guy. Alleged.
Rip off. I thought you were...
I understood where both of you were coming from, and I loved every second of that.
It was a subtle joke.
You don't do that, though. You make the joke that's like hanging out there that everyone else is like, I won't do it. And you're like, I'll do it.
Someone's got to.
Well, that's true. If no one makes the joke, does it even exist? Not technically.
Schrodinger's joke.
I call those hawking jokes.
They have sequels? They could be Hawking's to a joke.
No. Nothing else exciting going on in life? This is quite uneventful.
Well, I got a snow shovel. I told you, Shakira, I had to cancel. You guys remember when we had to cancel one of our shows because of illness?
And then Mark and Ethan weren't sick enough. That was such a funny thing. Literally, Mark was like, guys, I don't know if I can do a show where I have to sing and talk for an hour. And the Dutch doctor came in and was like, he seems fine. What do you mean a need to cancel for health reasons?
Thank God the venue had that non-partial doctor at the end.
Yeah, that really was
so
what it was
funny.
about. For full context, we were doing a show, I believe, in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I think it was in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. And so I was sick. Ethan was sick. Horrifically sick. Voices are gone. So we're like, I don't think we can do this show. I actually, just to prove it, I took a picture of what I had coughed up. And it was just like the most horrifying green slime I've ever seen in my life. Clearly bronchitis or something similar. And Ethan had the same thing. And I took a picture because I was like, well, I'll show the doctor and prove it. And so they called the doctor in, old doctor with a leather briefcase, like the my tools. He listens to both me and Ethan breathing. And when Ethan is breathing there with him, I can hear his breath rattling outside. I don't need the stethoscope to hear what's going on in his lungs. And I'm like 6 feet away. And then he takes it off and like, sounds fine to me. He just, no, you're good. No,
He had a
you're
training
good.
mannequin, and he compared your breathing to the mannequins. He's like, well, you sound better than this guy, so clearly you can go on if the mannequin can perform.
Yeah, and I remember him asking, now in the show, are you doing a lot of talking and singing? And I'm like, that's kind of the whole show. And he's like,
That's exclusively what we do.
well then just don't do that. You're fine.
Just do a show that is improv comedy live on stage where Mark just stands on the side the whole time and doesn't speak or do anything, or Ethan, and just me, Wade, and Tyler struggling through improv scenes with each other. That's basically what they expected to pay for, probably.
Maybe we should have done the show. It could have been like the Michael Jordan flu game of shows. Maybe you guys would have had your best performance ever.
Maybe, except that one time where I almost passed out in the middle of a dance battle. You remember later on when we were doing later shows? I was like, started going dizzy, like,
Who got kicked? Didn't Ethan kick somebody? Or
Tyler ended up in a wheelchair in Atlanta.
yeah, he still blames that on me. Because we were doing a thing and he stepped on me and it ruined his knee forever and he had to have surgery on it. I don't feel like I did a lot, but I was the thing he stepped on. So I guess it's my fault.
That makes sense, yeah. Have you learned your lesson?
I do remember someone getting kicked, but I don't remember who it was or who did the
Somebody
kicking.
got like kicked in the face a little bit. I think Ethan got kicked in the face a little bit, but I don't remember why or whom. It was something to do with the dance battle.
A lot of people. Oh, yeah, no, I did. I kicked him.
Oh, you kicked him in the face.
I kicked him right in the face, yeah. I have a video that's like the thumbnail is the freeze frame of me kicking him in the face. Yeah, I did that.
Sad that it happened. Beautiful that you got it as a thumbnail.
Well, honestly, it was a soft kick. He barely got kicked in the face. He was fine.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of flailing going on in our dance battles.
Even us trained professionals can have some mishaps, it seems. But anyway, I saw that Shakira had to cancel for similar reasons. She was in the hospital with like a stomach flu. Apparently, the doctor went to the hospital and was like, looks like you can perform. But unfortunately, they couldn't fit all 10 million people into her hospital room, so they had to cancel.
That just shows that she's a quitter.
Yeah.
So are we?
Yeah, well, obviously we are, but
Oh, okay.
we're in good company here.
This isn't a thing that happened to me, but I thought it was very interesting. And Mark, you're on a sports podcast, so this will be appealing to you. The NHL Four Nations Face-Off has been happening, which is kind of like a cooler version of like an all-star game, basically. It's America, Canada, Finland, and Sweden, and they're like national teams, but it's just like a little mini tournament in the middle of the NHL season. And it's cool. It's like all the best players are all playing all on the same. It's very fun. For no apparent reason, Canada has taken to booing the American national anthem at NHL games.
What's that?
And it's inexplicable. And they did that in a game in Canada where it was USA versus Canada. And the USA players didn't take very kindly to that. They stood up for themselves. And this is a first and ever hockey game I've seen that started with 3 consecutive fights. Literally, they lined up at center ice to drop the puck. The ref was all dropped it, and guys were just like, "My turn!" Boom, fight. 2 seconds off the clock, and they lined and fought it out. And then guys in the penalty box lined up again, another fight, lined up again, another fight. After all that, America actually went on to win, which is just embarrassing. Isn't hockey like Canada's thing? They have other things like mooses and hockey, right? Like what goes on up there? Curling, I guess. Maybe they'll beat us at curling, but I don't know. But what the U.S. won 3-1, but that was probably the craziest hockey game I've ever seen. Tensions were a little high, but it was very entertaining and also a little like the third fight started and everyone was kind of like, it's not fun anymore. That's too much. God.
Booing the national anthem is kind of like spitting on Jesus when he's still a baby in the crib. Nationalism and God are side by side.
Well, Canada historically has always been our enemy. In fact, our nemesis, I'd say.
They're pretty hot-blooded as a people.
Yeah. I think that they're both our nemesis and nowhere near equivalent to us. So they're like a non-threat, but we should definitely antagonize them at every turn and disparage them. But they're welcome to join us.
I don't know that we have anyone in the world we can call friend. I mean,
well, if they want to get better at hockey, we're the one that's better. So they should probably. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty wild. Lots of fighting.
Britain was really rude to us, so we ruined their tea party, so they're not really our friends.
Yep, enemy.
Mexico and Canada, a little bit too close for comfort. It's like, give us some space.
Yeah, I know, right? Enemies. Now, Russia, always been friendly.
Sarah Palin could see it from her house. Basically a U.S. state.
Which is like the right distance to be, good friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to be at least a little bit.
And I saw a picture recently of Rocky Balboa and Dragon Man.
Drago Malfoy, yeah.
That's it. Hugging it up, which means that they've made up for their big fight.
I loved it in Rocky 3 when he finally gave Dobby a sock and let him go. Old Lucius Malfoy was like, my son lost at boxing, here's a sock. And Dobby was like, oh, bye. Classics.
Voldemort rose from the cauldron and said, if he dies, he dies.
He's just on the back of Vladimir Gobble's head.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
God, I love movies. Could see why you're so passionate about it, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, the Canada hockey game. How dare they?
I don't know anything about that because I don't follow sports, but I do follow CNC.
Cartoon Network cartoon?
No, not at all.
The chair of National Colorados?
I will give someone a point if they can tell me what CNC stands for. And here's the kicker. I don't know what it stands for, so I won't know if you're right.
I thought, I just had a thought. I was like, oh, I know that. Do I know that?
Do I? I don't know that.
Computer navigated cutting.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Cold needle cutting.
Okay, all right, I'll take it. Let's see. Actually, what does it stand for? I don't know.
What does that stand for? I swear, I definitely have heard. I definitely should know that, but I can't remember.
Okay, you want to hear it? It's computer numerical control.
Oh.
Which I did not know. I did not know that.
No, I definitely heard that at some point and then forgot it.
I did not.
But CNCs are cool because CNCs allow you to, if it's a higher end CNC, allow you to mill metal parts. And so metal parts and metal manufacturing and working with metal is I don't know why I keep hitting my desk for this.
You're making the Winter Soldier?
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing. Why am I so orange? Hold on.
I remember whenever he had his arm handed to him.
Yeah, ARM. I remember ARM.
Metal fabrication is a threshold of production that is hard to meet. It's easy to get tools, not easy, but it's accessible to get tools that can fabricate wood and plastics and other materials that are softer like that. But once you get into metal, you need higher thresholds of both tooling and accuracy. So nowadays, there's starting to be more accessible entry-level CNC machines. It's not a 5-axis machine, but I'm looking at a 3-axis machine, and it would be really cool to have that because then if you ever break anything, like if your bike breaks or your brake handle breaks or any part of your car breaks and you have a big enough CNC for it, you can literally make that part again.
What would the 5-axis do that the 3 can't? Obviously, it has more axes.
The head rotates and tilts and things. So you can imagine it can cut a very fine point, but that takes forever. But if you're trying to make something that's like a compound curve, or if you're trying to mill out under a ledge or something, there are physical limits on. You have one stick that sticks straight down and moves around like this, so you can't make every shape you might need to make like a complex 3-dimensional thing. But you could have multiple setups, or you could mill parts that you then fasten together somehow or weld or whatever. But like a 5-axis literally means you can make just about anything, which is very cool.
What about a 10-axis?
10-axis, probably. I think there actually is a 9-axis machine. I don't know what the hell that does.
The other axes are space and time. It goes forward at normal speed.
It'll predict what you wanted to make and then go back in time, make it for you, and you'll be like, wow, thank you, machine, I think.
This turned my engagement ring to coal.
Anyway, so 3-axis machines starting to get more accessible. It really opens up the door, especially for like prop manufacturing, because if you're making props and you're limited to a lot of like wood-based things, there are limits to what that can do, and the materials with it is you can electroplate some things, but having actual metal parts and if you're building up an office and you want to like hang things, metal brackets, you don't need to buy them. All kinds of things you can make with metal that are incredibly useful.
I bet you can make cool camera accessories that go on like rails and lenses and things.
Oh, actually, you're so right. I didn't even think of that.
I bet you could make all kinds of shit for cameras.
Absolutely, because there's so many mounting things for cameras that I haven't even thought of that. Because all of my different cameras have different cages that you can put around them, and you have to buy those, and they're like hundreds of dollars, and you slap them all in your cage, and you can...
Bird cages, batting cages, mouse cages.
Exactly, yeah.
Nicholas cages?
Yeah. Anyway, it can thread it all. So I haven't gotten it yet, but probably going to order one soon. It'd be very cool. Jason's going to do all that, and because I don't know how to use that. I didn't graduate engineering school, and I don't think my degree would have even had me near one of those machines. So, yeah. Anyway, you ready for the game?
Honestly, I'd talk about CNC for the whole rest of the episode, but yeah, we could do your idea or whatever. That's fine.
I'll talk about it once I actually get it, and then I'll have a ton to talk about. But until then, editors, hit the lights. Spotlight.
Oh, of course.
There's going to be a spot.
I remember the spotlight sound now.
I don't remember the rest of it. But welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, that was the sound effect of the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now I'm with you.
Is that not what you thought of? That's immediately what I didn't know that was.
I didn't think of anything with that.
That's okay. You better fill it up full of stuff because these are going to be some real whoppers of questions. I have in front of me every $1 million question that has ever been played on the show. And the only way that you can get points the rest of this entire episode is by getting these questions right.
Challenge accepted.
I will afford you one lifeline that you can use twice because we don't have an audience to poll and we don't have I guess I could eliminate 2 choices. Okay, maybe that is it. I'll give you an elimination of choice. I'll give you a phone a friend, and you have to actually phone a friend.
Oh, well, I just don't want to do that. That's not worth it.
And I'll let you use the phone a friend more than once. How about that?
Okay.
You get 2 phone a friends, 1 knock half off. Something like that. Is that fair? Or do you want 2 and 2? Is that more fair? What's more fair?
No, you get 3 in the actual thing, right? So assuming we did great and we made all the way to the $1 million question with all of our lifelines intact, that's best case scenario. I feel like we should get 3 things.
2 50-50s, 1 phone a friend.
No, you get a 50-50, you get a phone call, and you get a flex spot. You can either do another 50-50 or another phone a friend. So you get 1 of the remove 50-50, 1 phone a friend, and then the other one you can make whatever it is.
Are you saying it's a flex lifeline?
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of lifelines. Sorry. I've been watching a lot of Flex Steel stuff lately. I can't.
Oh.
Phil Spencer's in my head. Can't get him out.
All right. So I'm going to flip a coin because we actually got official coins here.
Official whatever coins we bought on the internet? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine's different.
This is for, future fairness. But who wants to be heads?
I mean, I think Wade is the head. Wait, is it bald or does it have hair?
Got hair. And a chiseled jaw.
Okay, I have hair. I'm hair side. Wade is whatever's on the other side.
Yep, gotta be Bob.
All right. Can I just is this how it is on the $50? Like with Kennedy having this deep of a, you see that cheek?
Oh my God. No, he's been mewing out of his mind for that one.
Yeah, George has a normal cheek.
Yeah, look at that pudge. That's a normal guy pudge right there. He's got the chin of a statesman.
No, this chiseled unbelievably. I don't know if that's how it is on the actual.
I don't think it is. I actually have somewhere in my life, I think it's in my nightstand, I have a $50 that I got when I was born that I've kept with me. Well, a real one. It's made of silver.
You're born in a sports arena. You came out, the doctor slapped you in the butt, handed you a coin, and like, next.
Yes. How did you know?
I'm going to flip the coin. It's going to land flat in my palm, and I'm going to show that to camera, okay?
I believe you.
Tails, I think. Tails. Bob goes first.
Okay.
What?
Heads he wins, tails I lose. I got it. I didn't know we were playing by schoolyard rules.
To be fair, we did flip flop, but the last thing we said was, "Oh, the head side has hair. That's Bob. Wade doesn't have hair.
Oh wait, no,
He's
sorry. Wait.
tails."
It's okay. Heads you win, tails I lose.
Who is it?
That should be the ethos of this entire era. We did the whole thing with the Constitution, and we got the coin, and then Mark is like, "All right, heads is Bob, tails is Wade. Tails, Bob wins. It's fair. The coin, it's fair."
I could have sworn I said Wade was heads. I don't know. I thought that's what you guys. So who is it? Wade? Wade goes.
It's technically Wade, I think. If
All right.
I don't care.
Anyone want to say the word? Anyone want to say it?
that was the fairest thing that's ever happened. I love that.
All right, Wade, you're going first.
Great.
All right, here's your question. This is actually in order of how they appeared in the show's history. So if you have watched the show a bunch and you memorized every question that they ever asked, you would have a lot of good chance to get this right.
I probably saw almost all of these live on TV. I don't remember a single one, I don't think.
Wade, for $1 million, on February 22nd, 1989, what group won the first Grammy Award for Best Hard Rock Metal Performance? Is it A, Metallica, B, AC/DC, C, Living Colour, D, Jethro Tull?
I'm not the biggest music guy in the world, so I think I'd like to use my phone a friend already.
All right, okay, well, right off the gate. Okay, who you calling?
Gotta think about who's awake this time of day.
What? It's the middle of the day. What are you calling someone in Australia?
Lot of people that are sleeping this time of day.
It's 1 in the afternoon where you are.
I'm gonna call my buddy Mark.
Hello?
Hey man.
Wait, put it on speaker. Put it on speaker. I don't believe you.
Hey, I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right now, and I got a question.
Yeah.
In 1989, something music award, A, Metallica, B, AC/DC, C, Jethro.
No.
Who is C, Bob?
Living Colour.
Living Colour, D, Jethro?
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
What about him?
Which one
Which one what?
was the $1 million question answer? February 17th, 1989.
No.
February 29th.
No.
February 30th.
The wrong way.
February 28th.
Oh, you talking about the Grammys of 89?
Yeah, Grammy.
Oh, I didn't watch that one. I wasn't born yet.
Me either.
So what's the question?
Who won?
No, well.
Who was there?
Who was there?
Who was nominated?
Ooh.
Hey, Bob, what was the question?
Is there an all of the above?
On February 22nd, 1989, who won the first ever Grammy Award for hard rock or metal album?
Yeah, that.
That one.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I know this one. I'm pretty
Great, yeah.
sure. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Jethro Tull.
That's D.
Sure.
Thanks. Hugs and kisses. Call you later.
All right.
All right. My buddy Mark says Jethro Tull. He sounded pretty confident, so I'm gonna lock it in.
All right. It's locked in. Man. That's correct!
Woo, yeah!
Congratulations! You got that with Jethro Tull. Who the hell is Jethro Tull?
You don't know who Jethro Tull is?
I don't know who Jethro Tull is.
No idea.
Jethro Tull.
Hey, Aqualung.
I don't know who that is.
That's right, Anchorman.
Well, I know that reference, but I still don't know what the original is.
He has a demon mask and a flute and a head wrappy.
If you want an absolute sleeper but banger, you should listen to Jethro Tull's Christmas album. It is weird, but it's very good.
Well, like most of these musicians that I don't know, I probably heard their music before, so I'm pretty sure it's somewhere there. Okay, but congratulations, Wade. You got a point.
Thank you. Wasn't it clever calling the guy asking the questions?
Well, I know who I'm calling.
I'm sorry. Each person can only be called once, right?
Okay. I'll allow each of you to call one person once, but you got in on a technicality. All right, here we go. Bob, for $1 million, and also for $1 million.
Wait, am I dramatic or?
Yeah, we're all dramatic. For $1 million.
Editors, you can zoom me. I'm too lazy.
Well, you got to make a face when you. Yeah, there you go. Which of these U.S. presidents appeared on the television series Laugh In? Is it A, Lyndon Johnson, B, Richard Nixon, C, Jimmy Carter, D, Gerald Ford?
Wow. I know generally that Laugh-In existed, and I actually know all 4 of those presidents' names.
Good.
I don't think the 50-50 is going to help me very much. The main thing I don't know is when exactly Laugh-In aired. It could be any time post World War II, basically, as far as I know. I think I might know someone who might actually know the answer to this.
Oh, yeah?
Who's not Mark, who's looking at the answer to this. But I don't know if he's going to answer the phone. I call him.
That's okay. If they don't answer, it won't use up your call.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get him on the phone. I'm going to call my dad. Can you hear that okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have reached.
No. That wasn't enough rings. He sent me to voicemail.
Oh, no. Well, that tragedy aside.
Oh, wait. My mom's calling back. Maybe his phone just didn't work.
Okay.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, I'm recording an episode of Distractible, and it's kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So I'm phoning a friend because I think Dad might know this one.
Okay, he's right here. All right. He's driving, so, but.
Okay. You could drive. It's an easy one. Which of these U.S. presidents appeared on the television series Laugh In?
Lyndon Johnson?
Lyndon
Nixon.
Oh. He just knows. All right. Well, I thought you might know that.
Get to me, he said.
Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident about that.
All right.
Thanks, you just won me not $1 million, but, like a point or something. Is it 1 million points, Mark?
No, $1 million and 1 point.
1 point. Oh, and $1 million. All right. Anyway, thank you. Drive safe.
Okay, no problem. Good luck.
Bye. Love you.
So, your father was pretty confident about Richard Nixon.
He seemed to know that it was old Tricky Dick. What was that? B? Richard Nixon?
Is that your final answer?
Lock it in. Richard Nixon.
Locking it in? Well, that's correct. That's great. Wow, he knew that off the bat. That was really pretty good.
Laugh In aired from 1968 through 1973.
Oh, well, he probably watched that live on TV then.
I believe that there was a down to Lyndon Johnson or Richard Nixon in that time frame.
Well, couldn't Carter have been in there?
When did he start his term?
Also, it didn't say that they were president when they were on Laugh-In. I have no idea why else Jimmy Carter would be on Laugh-In, but it could have been a guest on the show as like a senator or something. I don't know.
I just assume they said the president, they meant during his presidency.
Enough chatter. Wade. Your question for $1 million and or 1 point. In what language was Anne Frank's original diary first published? Was it A, Dutch, B, English, C, French, D, German?
This isn't what it was written in. This is what it was published in.
Correct.
I am going to guess. My gut told me to go with Dutch, which was weird because my brain tells me otherwise, but I'm going to trust my gut and say Dutch and lock it in.
That's your final answer? I don't get to say it.
That's my final answer.
That's correct!
Woo-hoo,
That's
yeah!
correct! Apparently, it was first published in Dutch. Who knew?
Why did I know that too? My first instinct was Dutch, really aggressively. I have no idea why I knew that.
Even before Mark gave me the options, I was like, probably Dutch. And I was like, why would it be Dutch?
I don't know. It was Dutch.
What a weird instinct that we had.
This feels like a thing Dutch people would be interested in, I guess.
For the record, on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, when this was asked, he did not get it correct. So both of you guessed better than he did.
What an idiot.
And he also used his phone a friend for this question, and his friend led him astray.
See, I would have gone with French if I'd overthought it.
Yeah, I could see that.
But Dutch was what my gut went with, and I was like, whatever, I'll take my chance.
Do you guys know Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lore? Do you know any lore about the show?
No, not much, actually.
There was a guy who won $1 million, and he got to the $1 million question, and the guy was like, I want to use my phone a friend. And I forget who he called, but he called like his wife or his dad or something, and they answered, and he was like, hey, I'm about to win $1 million. See ya! And then answered the question because he knew the answer, and it was like the most epic. It was a great moment. It was very awesome.
I have seen that moment.
That one was actually the question that you just answered, Bob, was the laugh in.
Oh, I should have done that.
No, he called his dad. You called your dad.
Oh,
It's like you're the same person.
so where's my $1 million?
Well,
I'm going to call Regis.
I have a question for you, Bob. For $1 million and or maybe 1 point, in what country are all U.S. Major League Baseballs currently manufactured? Is it A, Costa Rica, B, Haiti, C, the Dominican Republic, or D, Cuba?
I'm pretty sure it's not Cuba.
Could be Haiti. They eat our pets, not our balls.
I had another goddamn. I had another gut reaction on this one that it was going to be Dominican Republic before you said that was one of the options. I don't have any rational reason why I would know, and I don't think the 50-50 is going to help me. So I'm just going to say Dominican Republic. What was that? C? Dominican Republic?
Mm-hmm.
That's my answer.
Final answer?
That's my final answer, Regis. Meredith? Are you Meredith Vieira? Which one are you?
Which one am I? That's another question for another
It's
day.
Mr. Jenkins!
That is incorrect.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Costa Rica, then?
It is, in fact, Costa Rica, and we're not doing any steals, so I can tell you that, yes, it is Costa Rica. And in fact, when this question was asked, they did use the 50-50, and it eliminated the Dominican Republic and Cuba from the options.
Well, Cuba, sure. That seems pretty unlikely.
Those were the two I would have been between, with Costa Rica and Dominican Republic. I don't know which way I would have gone. And mine would have also been a guess. I would have thought not Cuba.
Why did I think it was Dominican Republic then? Why?
We are moving up into the trajectory of difficulty, because those were the original questions. And actually, they got more difficult as time went on, because they had to be more and more obscure because too many people were winning $1 million. So they made them even more difficult than ever before. They're going to be worth 2 points.
Ooh.
Shit, should have saved my phone at French.
Oh, also they started putting time limits in. What year did they start putting time limits
That
in?
was later on, if I remember, but I don't know exactly when it was.
It looks like in 2009 is when they started putting time limits in.
That's like well into Meredith Vieira's tenure, isn't it?
2009, I think so.
I have no idea, honestly.
2009 seems so recent, but I looked at the year. It's not close.
Wade, I'm going to give you the first timed question that was ever asked for $1 million. And also, there's a lot less $1 million questions being asked at this point because even the previous questions were made more difficult. For $1 million, for ordering his favorite beverages on demand, Lyndon B. Johnson had 4 buttons installed in the Oval Office labeled coffee, tea, Coke, and what? Is it A, Fresca, B, V8, C, Yoo-hoo, D, A&W?
I'll use my 50-50.
You're using your 50-50. We're striking B and D. So V8 and A&W were not the right answers. Your options are A, Fresca, and C, Yoo-hoo.
I'm gonna go with A, Fresca.
Final answer.
Lock it in.
I don't think that's right.
That is absolutely correct.
No.
I don't even know what a Fresca is.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, what's Fresca?
Fresca still exists. It's grapefruit soda. It's sugar-free grapefruit soda. It's very good.
Really? That sounds great. Why have I never heard of it?
If you drink a lot of it, it'll give you diarrhea, though, because grapefruit does that.
Oh, I do know what that. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Don't you want a Fresca?
No, that one. But I have seen this can before.
I feel like my dad used to stock up Fresca. My dad's come up a lot today for some reason, but yeah, I feel like he used to stock up Fresca, and I used to drink that with him.
Well, there you have it. Yeah.
There's also something called Fruitopia that I don't think exists anymore that we used to get.
Oh, dude, Fruitopia was the shit. Oh my god, that was middle school.
It was like weird. It was the FR drinks, Fresca and Fruitopia.
All right, Bob, your question. What great thinker's death is attributed to a chill he caught while stuffing a chicken with snow for an experiment on refrigeration? Was it A, Pythagoras, B, Archimedes, C, Isaac Newton, or D, Francis Bacon?
God, I hope it's Francis Bacon.
A bacon stuffed chicken does sound good.
Oh, bacon wrap chicken.
That would have prevented his sickness.
Gotta chill. So also, studying refrigeration isn't even a notion that Pythagoras would have had, I don't think. And what were the other ones? Isaac Newton and Archimedes?
A, Pythagoras, B, Archimedes, C, Isaac Newton, and D, Francis Bacon.
I don't think Archimedes would have had any notions about refrigeration either, but I don't think Isaac Newton would have. I have no concept of when refrigeration became...
Yeah, that's tough.
I'd like to use my 50-50.
I'm knocking 2 options off the board. Pythagoras is not the right answer, and Isaac Newton is not the right answer. Your options are B, Archimedes, or D, Francis Bacon.
It's gotta be D, Francis Bacon.
Is that your final?
That's my final answer.
That is correct! It's absolutely
All
correct.
right.
I actually don't... The name is familiar, but who is Francis Bacon?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what did he do?
It's Sir Francis Bacon.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, 1561. He was born in 1561, 1626.
He's the first Viscount St. Alban, obviously, and the first Baron Verulam, obviously.
He was born before Isaac Newton.
He pioneered the scientific method.
Well, I'm stupid. He was born before Isaac Newton?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Francis Bacon was more contemporary.
So I guess it's like the concept of refrigeration here is just keeping food cold to make it last longer. It couldn't have been anything to do with handling raw chicken and stuffing snow inside of it. So
No, it's fine. That's not what makes people sick. He caught a chill.
And to remind everyone, these are now worth 2 points. So the Fresca question was worth 2, that's worth 2. Wade, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, I was reading about Francis Bacon. Go for it.
For $1 million and or 2 points, which first lady was a 9th generation descendant of Pocahontas? Was it A, Helen Taft, B, Edith Wilson, C, Bess Truman, D, Mamie Eisenhower?
Can you list them one more time, the answers?
First lady, 9th generation descendant of Pocahontas. A, Helen Taft. B, Edith Wilson. C, Bess Truman. D, Mamie Eisenhower.
Oh, man. I'm going to... I know this one.
Mhm.
The answer is A, Helen Taft.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, yeah. Lock it in.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
You stupid idiot. It's obviously Edith Wilson.
That was actually my second choice because I was like, they're kind of close together in time period. If I'm doing the math right, that's about...
Oh yeah, that is a way to do it, I guess. Like, yeah, just calculating how many generations would be from Pocahontas, but I wouldn't know what era that is.
Yeah, but you see, for that, you need to know when Pocahontas
That's true, and I do not know that.
Oh, to get there, all you need to know is John Smith, and then you're like, okay, so it's around 17 something.
What?
16, 17 something, yeah.
Is that true?
I don't know. No idea. I just assumed that Taft and Wilson were sort of close there in time. Eisenhower was way too late. Didn't listen to the other options, so I was like, okay, it's gonna be Wilson or Taft.
9 generations is a lot. I was thinking Eisenhower. Nine generations? It's a lot of people.
I was thinking everyone had a kid between 15 and 20.
That's true.
Or whatever. My brain was like, all right, every 15 to 20 years generation.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
I literally went 1760 plus 140. That's right around 1900. Gotta be.
Well, sadly, maybe your math will pay off next time.
Wait, what year? What was her name? Something Wilson? First lady. What was her name?
Edith?
Born 1872. My 1900 was close. I was thinking, I should have thought birth. Then I would have got Wilson. Anyway, go ahead.
Bob, for 1 million and maybe 2 points. Who delivered the less famous 2-hour-long speech that preceded Abraham Lincoln's 2-minute Gettysburg Address?
Uh-oh.
Lost to the annals of history was either A. Wendell Phillips, B. Daniel Webster, C. Robert G. Ingersoll, or D. Edward Everett.
I know all 4 of those guys, so this is a tough choice.
Phone one of them.
I'd like to phone my friend Jem Eni.
What? Who?
You know, Jem. I call him Jem. Here, I'll get my phone out and talk to them. I mean, phone call. I'm going to do a phone call. Hi, Jem. I'm playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I just need your help. Do you think you can help me answer a question?
All right, sounds fun. Let's see if I can help you win it all.
She's on board. All right.
So
Yeah.
what's the question?
Yeah, hang on. Mark, what's the question? Read me the question.
All right, so the question is, who delivered the less famous
Who
2-hour
delivered
speech?
the less famous 2-hour speech that preceded Abraham Lincoln's 2-minute Gettysburg Address?
The answer is Edward Everett. He was a famous politician and
Okay, that's enough. Thanks. That's a lot of information. Okay, I'm going to call you later. Bye. Oh, man. Good friend.
Oh, wow, what a friend. I didn't even listen to the other options. They just knew it, just like your dad.
I just know smart people.
Yeah, you're right.
And that was a person, and they are smart.
You don't have to follow their advice, though. They may not know what they're talking about.
What did they say? Wait, no, they said, read me the answers again. I remember.
A. Wendell Phillips, B. Daniel Webster, C. Robert G. Ingersoll, and D. Edward Everett.
Oh, that's the one, Everett. Old E. That's I think Jem probably knows. I'm going to say D.
Jem
Final answer, lock it in.
Jem Eni. I didn't get that. All right, this final answer.
Huh?
That's correct. That's absolutely.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's
Some
great.
might say that is not fair.
Oh, who might say? Might you say that a different way?
A lesser man than me.
Are you sure about that?
What do you think, Bob? Do you think?
That felt incredibly fair. You called the man asking the questions. I called an unrelated being who just happened to know the answer.
I phoned a friend who I knew would be awake at this time.
Jem is a great friend, and we chat all the time.
All right, fair enough.
Fair. All right, fair. That's fair. Wade, let me give you a good one because we're running out of time here, so we're just going to probably do this question and then the next one, and we'll close it out. Wade, for $1 million and or 2 points, Nephelococcygia.
All
right, man.
Is this a non-English version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What's happening?
Nephelococcygia.
Nephelococcygia is the practice of doing what? A. Finding shapes in clouds. B. Sleeping with your eyes open. C. breaking glass with your voice, or D, swimming in freezing water? Nephelococcygia.
Have you heard of the ship of Nephelococcygia?
I remember whenever they would give these questions and they didn't pronounce them right half the time. I do have one lifeline left, right?
You do. It's a flex one.
And I can either pick call or 50-50.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the sake of time, I'll go 50-50.
Okay. I'm eliminating B, sleeping with your eyes open, and D, swimming in freezing water. So you're left with A, finding shapes in clouds, or C, breaking glass with your voice. And once again, it's Nephelococcygia.
Well, it has cox in it, which is like your coccyx, which leads me to C. Nephelococcygia is breaking glass with your voice.
What do you think your coccyx is? Just curious.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that.
I don't know. I just wanted to sound smart.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is absolutely incorrect. You fool!
Well, you don't stare at the cloud with your tailbone.
I don't think you do anything with your tailbone in any of this.
You sit on your coccyx and look at the Nephilims.
You sit on your coccyx to...
No, if you're gonna break a glass with your voice, you better be standing.
Yeah, you better be. That was incorrect, and maybe if I'd have spelled it for you, I don't know if it would have helped any at all. It was Nephelococcygia.
Wait, YGIA?
Yeah, no, CYGIA.
CYGIA. Okay, if you'd spelled it out, I would have gone with clouds.
Oh, well, sorry. That's just the way.
This is...
Oh, I want you to do it.
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
I'm just itching to flip something.
Come on. All right, fine. Okay, let me get you a good one.
Have I failed both 50-50s? I have, right?
Yes, yeah, I think.
I haven't actually used my 50-50 yet, right?
You know what? I need 3 50-50s to balance it out.
All right, Bob. Compiled by Benjamin Franklin in 1737, the Drinker's Dictionary included all but which of these synonyms for drunkenness? A. Nymptopsical. B. Buzzé. C. Pifflicated. D. Staggerish. And reminder, it's all but one of these.
I'm picking the one that's not in there.
Not in there. In the Drinker's Diary of 1737.
And I still have a 50-50 to use, right?
Didn't you use your flex on the...
I talked about it, but I used 2 phone a friends, but I didn't actually 50-50 because I didn't think I needed it, right?
I don't think he's 50-50'd yet. I think he used 2 phone a friends.
I talked about it on the baseball one, but I didn't use it on the baseball one, and I got that one wrong.
Yeah. You're open. If I'm going by my slashes, because I was slashing when it was there, so I don't have a slash.
I definitely gonna use that 50-50 since I got it.
So, of the words that are not included in this dictionary, what was not included was buzzé and staggerish. So you're left with the options between nymptopsical and pifflicated.
Those were the 2 I was thinking of.
Good.
Ben Franklin. I'm Ben Franklin. I am Ben Franklin. Writing my book. Putting it in the printing press.
Sitting on his coccyx while he does it.
It's gotta be A, because of Ben Franklin reasons.
So, nymptopsical.
Nymptopsical. Nymph is a bad word.
It's not nymph, it's nymph.
Nymph, it's a bad word anyway.
All right, final answer?
Ben, is it the final answer? Yes. Ben says it's the final answer. Lock it in.
I heard that.
That's how he talked. Look it up. There's wax cylinders. Look it up.
I was just remember back when I was talking about the Ben Franklin show and how it pissed me off because Michael Douglas I didn't like him as Ben Franklin. That would have been a way better Ben Franklin than you doing Ben Franklin, honestly. Man. If only. Anyway, that is incorrect.
Wow.
Nimtopsicle was in the drinker's diary, but Pifflicated was not.
But Pifflicated is so much more obvious what that is than Nimtoxical.
I have no idea. Pifflicated, what is that a separate word that means something?
I think this question's unfair.
What?
That's right.
Okay.
Are you claiming unfairness on my behalf?
Yes.
I guess we don't have a rule that says can't happen, but does that mean that the punishment...
Wait, so what are the results of this then?
Yeah, wait.
3 somethings you get 2 points. And I don't know, 3 somethings Mark gets it.
And if it's 3 the other, he loses 2 points? That's an interesting way to play the unfair rule. To potentially screw over your opponent?
Oh my god, what in the hell did we just...
I don't know. Man, okay. All right.
Okay.
So if it's 3 heads, Bob will get the points?
It was worth 2. Does that mean it's worth 4?
If it's 3 heads, it will be made doubly fair, which should mean that I get 4 points. If it's 3 tails, if it will be made doubly unfair, which means I should lose 4 points.
Yeah, but what does neutral mean? Wait, okay, so what
If
the
it's
fairness
not
is
either
like...
of those, nothing happens.
Right. It's to say if something is fair. And in this case, what would be fair if it was him getting the wrong answer. That is fair. Therefore, if it goes too unfair by being all heads, it will reverse that decision and make it fair from its unfair state. Therefore, flipping it, there he won't get double. He will get 2 points. But if it goes extra unfair, he will be punished for it. And he will not only not have points, but he'll lose it. 2 points.
Okay.
So if it's all heads, he gets 2 points. If it's anything but all heads or all tails, it's fair, declared fair. Okay, I think, right?
I just also want to put this out there. My coin, the tails is the lion, and the heads is this one of a lady standing there not looking. So we're flipping the way Mark flipped. Flip, catch, and then show.
Yeah, no flipping it over on your wrist. Just show it right then and there. All right, here we go.
I got heads.
I got heads.
Heads. Yes!
Unfairness has been confirmed. Bob, you get 2 points.
That's right. I did it. I did exactly what I set out to do, Bob. I've got your back. You should have phoned me. You should have phoned me. I've had your best interest in mind all episode.
That's a ride or die right there, Bob. You know, that's worth more than its weight in gold. You get 2 points, I guess. All right.
I want you to know, I started to flip it on the back of my hand. I remembered you said no, and I was like, ooh.
All right. Well, congratulations, everybody who participated in this. That was well fought. You both won millions upon millions of dollars, but only one of you can be the winner of the episode.
Wait.
Right. The wheels.
You have to add something to it.
I've got the wheel with everything on it that you need to add one to, but you have to figure out the 3-sided die situation.
In honor of Wade, I'll put it the person who bent the most rules without breaking them.
I don't know who that goes to.
That's definitely you in this one.
But it'll be in the wheel forever from now on.
All right, that's in there. Bent the most rules without breaking them.
All right, and then I got to roll a 3-sided die.
To see how many wheel spins we're doing, yeah.
Roll 3-sided die. Do I need to show you or is it honor system?
I think we just do honor system.
1 to 3, here we go, and go! 2! We're rolling it 2 times that fucking wheel. Can you show your screen for it? Even though I know it messes up, but I want to see this wheel.
Yeah.
It's a big ass. God, next year it's going to be so fucking big.
It's going to be unreadable. We're just going to have to see what happens. All right, ready? 2 spins. Ready? Watch ha.
Most locked in. I mean, you locked in all your answers.
That's true. Who got more of them correct? Are they the most locked in?
Might be.
I feel like we were both pretty on it today, actually. Like sometimes Wade totally spaces out and it's like, you probably should have won right until the end there.
If we're going by just pure questions, Wade has it. But does the unfairness ruling put it back in, because it would tie it?
Technically, does that mean that I got that question correct in the world as is rewritten?
That's what because how far do our powers reach? Do they reverse reality?
We rewrite reality as it exists.
Just for notwithstanding this episode, in general, I don't feel like going to one of our council rules takes away or adds to locked inness.
That's true. I think if I had to go, Wade was also quick to answer. I will say that. He was very quick to answer, even if they sometimes were very wrong. He did snap those decisions. I think Wade would get the locked in point.
That feels okay to me. That feels right.
I don't have a strong feeling, but I won't argue about me winning this.
He's locked.
Seems fair.
He's locked in. All right, one more spin.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I like both of those.
Bent the most rules without breaking them?
All right, baby. I made up for the coin flip. I'm back.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is not good for me.
All right, this is going to be a close game. I have no idea where the points are going to land.
Oh, please let this be a tie.
All right, no. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
There's no way.
One man show.
All right, so we've got Bob, you got a point for new tools. You got a point for destroying Tyler's knee forever.
Got him.
You got a point for Richard Nixon, 2 points for Francis Bacon, 2 points for Edward Everett, and then you got a bonus 2 points for unfairness. Wade, you got a point for Robertson, eh? You got a point for Gotta Works. Gotta make that money make purse. It's a reference to an 80s K-pop song that Amy plays a lot that I like.
I was thinking that when I said it.
Good. All right. You got a point for Rip Off. You got a point for Jethro Tull. You got a point for Dutch. Fuck. You got 2 points for Fresca. You got a point for Locked In. You got a point for Bent Rules Without Breaking.
What's that bring our totals to, buddy?
If you calculate those points up, you got 9 for Bob and 9 for Wade. That's how that landed.
Another wheel spin.
Jesus Christ.
Is this our first 6%er or is this an 8%er?
Oh my God. Okay.
So it's reset down to 6, right?
Yeah. We technically spun it at my one-man show. Did that add to it?
No, because that was like an isolated thing.
Yeah, I think that was default. So I think we're at 6.
Okay, all right. Okay. We'll start at 6 and from here on out.
This could not have ended in a more amazing way.
Oh man. Well, we'll see if all of your schemes both for you and against you, Wade, gives you luck in this.
I'm just happy to be a part of such a great episode.
So it's 6 and then 47, right?
Yes.
We got 47 Wade, 47 Bob, 6 for one man show.
I swear to God.
There is no possible way that we got 3 heads in this episode. It ended up being a tie. And then Mark will hit on a 6%. There's no way.
Uh-huh.
I dare God. All right, I'll spin the thing.
Mark, you're due for a win, buddy. I feel yellow.
Oh.
Whoa! Oh! And Wade's schemes somehow got him the win!
Don't call it a comeback!
That is astonishing. Even after giving Bob 2 points for unfairness, you won the wheel spins to get you back a chance at the winner's seat with the spin, and then the wheel decided in your favor. Congratulations, Wade. I can't believe it.
Unfair?
No, only 1 per episode.
One total per episode.
I honestly thought it was a little bit because I thought double or nothing meant you would have gotten 4 points. But
no, the way Mark explained it, I was on board. So that means next round is 8% one man show.
yes, it would be 8. 8, 46, 46.
Got it.
I've got it written down here that in this episode the wheel was 6%, so that we know what the next one will be. Incredibly done. I can hardly believe it. No one saw it coming. Now, Wade, you're the winner winner here, but Bob is the loser. So I think Bob has to make his loser speech.
Whoa! Oh, my clothes. Oh, I got a haircut. What happened? Hey, look. Okay, it's a little bit later. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Chat. I'm not gonna lie, listeners, but mostly watchers. It's different. It's a different time now, and I don't remember what happened in this episode, but I do know that I lost. I knew a lot of answers to questions. If I recall, my dad was in this episode. You know, I'm the only one on the show that's got that going for me right now.
Come on, man.
Listen, it is outrageous that I lost. I think everyone will agree, because all that stuff I said was really smart and very funny, but I'm going to lose with dignity and only make one dead dad joke, apparently. Dignity.
Wade, your winner speech?
Whenever I did the coin flips for you, Bob, I really didn't know what was going to happen. We'd been teasing it, and I needed it to happen for something, so I had to have the coin flips. Didn't know it would result in one of the craziest finishes in Distractible history, but you know what? You're well. So well. Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, and with that, we're going to end it. Thank you, everybody. You can never see the tour. We're not going on tour again, ever, for the You're Welcome tour. But I'm happy to announce that Distractible will not also be going on tour. Merch doesn't exist. It's not a real word. Don't say it anymore. We will find you if you do, and we will know if you did. Bob and Wade can be found at their various usernames, their online handles, and their internet personas. Their OnlyFans is now half off for only the next month. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a lovely day. Follow the podcast. Tell your friends about it. Hold people hostage. Hack your local office's security system, so all the security guards have to see it 24/7. By hack, I meant funny prank. It's not. It wasn't real. That was all not true. Wink.
No, I don't. Unwink.
Unwink. Podcast out.